Yeah, so I went back to Minneapolis. I stayed with my brother and his wife Sue for like a week, and they told me to leave their house. But I did manage to get a little room, probably like 11 square meters. That's like maybe 100 square foot or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it was a very, very I mean, not very clean place. Like clean. It was a house, but it was not very careful. It's like it was like the house was abandoned. It was a renter there, which I was sharing everything with. But I didn't like the place at all. You know what I'm saying? So I worked and worked and worked. At that time, I was working for a temp agency. You know what I'm saying? It's very, very popular in the state. You know what I'm saying? It was hard for me to get a job in Atlanta for the fact that I didn't have my I had a social security number, but on the front of the car is reading. It's not a lot of work. So most employers, in fact all employers in Atlanta, Georgia, won't go for it. You know what I'm saying? Unlike Minneapolis, if I'm fortunate enough, you know what I'm saying, some employers, especially with the temp agency, some of them would just go for the numbers, and some will ask me for the actual physical car. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I did manage to get a job with a temp agency. My brother took me there. You know what I'm saying? I did work my way out. I did work my way out, stay in another room. I worked and worked, save up some money, and then I got another room. In the first room that I was renting, the first room that I was renting was at the northeast of the city. Northeast Minneapolis is not. I don't really like northeast that much. But anyway, then I got a second room, South Minneapolis. South Minneapolis is we have North Minneapolis, we have South Minneapolis, and then we have Southeast. So South is more like where the white people live. There are some black people there too, but the North is mostly known for black people area. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes on a Saturday or on a Sunday or when I'm off from work, I would just drive on North Minneapolis, just cruising around, looking at black girls. You know what I'm saying? Like when I came from Denmark, I mean, like, coming from Africa, living in Denmark for 5 years, they're not black people right here. They're just maybe one in a 1,000 or something like that over here. So going to the state was like being in Africa, even though it's not the same. But I like my own black people, so I used to drive around Norman. This is what I used to do. This is what people do. Just drive around, just go around, spending the time looking for girls. You know what I'm saying? So, so I used to drive all North Minneapolis, just killing the time. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, where was I? So then, like I was saying, South Minneapolis is more. There are some white people living in North Minneapolis too, but not as much as South. So then I got a room with this older guy. He was called Mr. Russ Johnson. Yeah, that was his name. I got a room. It was like a studio kind of thing, kind of room. You know what I'm saying? I was sharing the kitchen and the bedroom with another renter, but I had my own room with a closet and a big size room, probably like 25 square meter or 30, about 300 square feet, something like that, square foot, you might call it. So I had my own TV, I bought a TV, you know what I'm saying, and I wasn't making that much, you know what I'm saying, and I worked and bought a car from a co-worker from work. Ed, actually, he's a white guy. We kind of like each other. He's a nice guy. He had a point. Actually, he had two cars, but he wanted to sell this one to me. It was a classic, long Pontiac Catalina. I remember, like yellow, kind of like light, like light yellow. If you call it, not yellow, but yellow on the light side, you know what I'm saying? And I had a car for almost like a year. So I moved into the room. I had a car, and then, I don't take the bus no more. I drive to work and look for girl. At that time, I was dating this one girl called Jean. Jean was much more older than me. I didn't really like her, but anyway, I did manage to date. Which one of those came through? I did a Pan. Pan is a white girl, and Brenda is a black girl. Actually, luckily for me, I was dating both girls at the same time. No sex. They just come on place, and we were kids and kids and kids and kids. All of what I'm saying, if you look on my profile carefully, they're all in there. You know what I'm saying? And so I was dating these both girls at the same time. You know what I'm saying? But they were both come from my place at different times. You know what I'm saying? Brenda is a very good kisser. So does Pam. So do Pam. You know what I'm saying? So does Pam. And does and do. Yeah, I learned in school that one is does and more is do. So does Pam. And so I was dating these girls, and Brenda was I took Brenda out. We went to a restaurant, you know what I'm saying, and then Pam. Actually, I met Pam in church, you know what I'm saying. When I got involved in the Baptist church when I got there, and then one thing was it was a white church, by the way. I don't want to put it that way, but it was a mixed congregation. But the pastor was white, Jeff. He likes me. Pam used to tell me, "Oh, Jeff likes you, and he thinks about you highly." In fact, Pam told me one time that I was an important person. I didn't know what she meant. You know, I went to look up the word into the dictionary. You know what I'm saying? So wow. But anyway, I met Pam in church. You know what I'm saying? She always said by herself. Pam always said by herself. You know what I'm saying? Blonde, blue eyes, slim. You know. So and when I joined the church, there were two girls that I liked. You know what I'm saying? A black girl and a white girl. But it was a black girl that I really went for, you know what I'm saying? Because she looked like my wife, you know what I'm saying? But I was wrong. She had a child though. I got her number, but the composition was weird, you know. When I get on the phone with her, it's like it was weird. It wasn't clicking at all. So now is so one time we had a refreshment at a church, you know what I'm saying, in the night, during the evening. So and I met Pam was over there. The other girl was over there. I can't remember his name. I can't remember her name. But Pam was there. And then I didn't like Pam that much. But however, so my focus was on Pam. You know, the other girl was out of the picture. So then she was always sitting by herself. You know what I'm saying? And I was kind of wondering, how am I gonna get in contact with this girl? You know, she was like reserved kind of girl. You know, and so then, you know, it's a tradition in the Baptist church that after the doxology means, you know, the singing and the announcement and everything. So, and after all that, the pastor would say you can go around now and shake one another's hands and greet one another, you know what I'm saying? So this is what we do in the church. So Pam came and shook my hand. I was wearing like a blue jeans and a t-shirt. That's that. It was summertime. So what happened? So yeah, Pam, I mean, you know, I probably thought it was a coincidence. She came and shook my hand, you know. Usually when a girl does like that or a woman does like that, I'm thinking maybe she likes me. But her shake was different because it was like, you know, it wasn't like, hello, to the next person. She was like, respectful kind of way, hello. I said, oh, okay. I don't know. She, that's me. I don't know. But anyway, so after service, as I was walking out, you know, passing by her. When I was passing by her, she was standing talking to the pastor's wife. Pam was a principal, by the way, for an elementary school. So while passing by them, I kind of gave her an eye contact, but she didn't care to look. She didn't look at me, so I went out. I went out. I went home. But the next Sunday now, you know, when we came to church, I went and sat right behind where she used to sit, where she usually sit. You know what I'm saying? And after church, as we were walking out, she stood up, and then I was already standing up, and she looked behind. I mean, she couldn't resist. We couldn't resist each other. We couldn't resist talking to each other. You know what I'm saying? We stood there for almost, I don't know how long, but everybody walked out of the church. We were the only two persons that left in the church. We talking, and then went behind the church building. The church building, and we continue our conversation right there. I got a number. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to just to cut long. As I get good in this, I'm gonna talk about other things, but I'm just right now it's a practice for me. And then I'm gonna stop here and start all over as usual.